The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Yo, welcome to Real Figures, episode number 83. My name is Omar V, bringing you the latest action figure toy news of the week. Fucking Mike was almost muted, man. Fucking StreamYard, man. They update everything, but they'll do some dumb shit on you, you know? But yo, what's up, guys? Wednesday episode, man. Sorry, I've been so fucking inconsistent with the fucking shows, man, but I want to always kind of get like a well-rounded out show. And then sometimes news is like, this isn't that exciting. And then like sometimes it's like, oh shit, they got a stream going on Wednesday or on Tuesday, or what's today? They did it today, right? Yeah, they got a stream going on today. So I was like, you know what? Let me just add that in because that's probably gonna be like some of the more exciting stuff. So yeah, it always kind of just jumps around. But dude, I was able to kind of squeeze in an episode today right now. So let's do it, man. I'm always excited to kind of talk toys. So it's like it doesn't really matter when the fuck I go live, man. I'm always appreciating the people that check it out. So yeah, we're gonna jump into that. And yeah, dude, like that's I think that the dopest shit about this hobby is like they're up on game with like the current shit out, man. Cause just getting into my hauls, dude, Mattel, man, there's some stuff I don't like. There's some stuff I don't like, but there's a lot of good that they're doing with this Chronicles line, man. This Mattel He-Man, bro, I can't wait for that movie, man. This shit's pretty good. This shit is actually surprisingly good. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, they got like a ball joint at the waist, but you get some good range, you know, maybe we'll get like two hands on the sword. Likeness, I don't really care about the likeness because I don't really know the actor, but it is pretty on point, and it does look like a good 112 He-Man. And dude, the detail on like I guess you could call it a skirt. It's like good paint job. Like for their premier character, I feel like they did pretty good with this one, and it's pretty impressive that you know, they were able to pivot into a 6-inch line pretty seamless. The only thing I don't like, man, is the loose joints, bro. It's like their plastic is so soft. It should be like, man, I recently got that new Ultimate Edition Hogan, the Hulkamania. And it's like, dude, his legs are so loose, his ankles are so loose. And then, man, you got to go in for the Skeletor also, man. This shit is pretty dope. I just got these today. They came back in stock, man. They were going out of stock in a lot of places. So if you're able to see them, nab them, man. I think, dude, man, the prices to everything are just going so high. But like, dude, those for being like domestic figures, I'm like, man, they're doing pretty good. And then also at Target came through with the freaking Daredevil. I didn't open this joint yet, but dude, that Secret Wars Daredevil, I do have the Mafex, and this would be like the only fucking Marvel Legend Daredevil that I have. Because I never got that 3-pack. They never reissued that shit, motherfuckers. And then from 5K Toys, I had some points on there. So I snapped up this little tiger chick. I don't even know what her name, Garu, I think her name is. But yeah, she's a bad little chick, bro. So I gotta unbox that one, man. And then, dude, from Bomb Busby, man, coming through with those Anaconda Strike Force or Strike Team, those smashers, the sexy ice joints, dude, man. I got 3 of them, and I unboxed one, and I was like, man, this shit is. I always say it. There's certain stuff that, like, man, you gotta like sit back and like kind of unbox because shit comes with a lot of stuff. But man, they just look so cool. It's like, even if you can't pose for shit, I don't claim to be like the best poser, but man, they just have so much attitude to just like a vanilla pose. Man, they're badass, you know, and you can kind of like custom swap them and stuff. I've seen a lot of third-party head sculpts like being made. They look awesome. They look dope, you know. But man, that shit's like $140 figure versus like, man, this He-Man joint. I was digging this shit. I was having more fun with this shit today. I was like, bro, because I don't know, man. Sometimes shit is so pricey. It's like, bro, fuck. But dude, this shit, they do feel way better, bro. Like, I feel way better than anything like out here from obviously like a Mattel or Marvel. And that's what I'm like, man, this shit is only like $30. And I feel like for $30, your joints should be like pretty tight, bro. Like I barely unboxed this shit today, and it already kind of feels like it's kind of wearing out. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't, I don't make toys, so I don't know like consistencies of plastics or what plastics to use like in your joints, but I know that doesn't happen with Marvel Legends, so I gotta wonder what Mattel's doing there. Like, so I got that, and then that's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. I haven't really gotten too much, man. Target coming through with like the most stuff. I got that He-Man and Skeletor, and then that Daredevil from them. So yeah, they got a lot of cool shit out there, man. But sometimes it's like I said, there's man, the prices are just getting so high. I understand why people don't want to buy shit from like Target or like Amazon. It's just like a fucking Marvel Legend is a Marvel Legend is a Marvel Legend, right? But man, I don't know. I still feel like you get good fun out of that shit sometimes. Because this shit's so expensive, bro. Like even Mayfex now, it's like, god damn, those shits are like $115 damn near each one. Unless you ship it from out there. But even then, the shipping is like high as fuck. You gotta buy other stuff to kind of make it worthwhile. And it's like, man, fuck all that shit, man. But yeah, that's all I got. As always, let me know what you guys are picking up. I'll say what's up to the chat, man. Chat slides in here. We got Be Weird in the house. Let's go, my man. What's up, Be Weird? What's good with you? Ghost Tab also in the building saying hello. What's up, Ghost Tab? What's good with you? My man, Future Rick in the house. What's up, Rick? Says, yo, this gorilla drops keep getting me, man. Some hype this guy. What gorilla drops? Cold Leader Skeletor. Yeah, I like it, man. I can't wait for that movie, man. Dude, I'm gonna go watch it on Saturday. But man, this shit looks good, man. It looks good. The only thing I don't like with the Mattel, dude, is I heard that there's like like this dude's jaw is like all fucked up. And there's like another one that I guess it has like the rest of the teeth kind of, I don't know, it looks better. But I don't know. I was like, maybe that's just a QC issue that they had. Huge hauls. I got the Arena Saga, Dan, Haya, Godzilla, and Ghidorah, Shogoken, Matt Cross, and McFarlane, Azrael. Finally, oh yeah, dude, McFarlane is that dude is like cashing out, bro. That dude is cashing out big time, man, with that Vault collection, and even the ones that aren't Vault collection, dude, his shit is like, dude, he's got high sales, bro. His Hellboy selling out, all that shit is selling out, man. I'm like, damn. And then that motherfucker hitting people with the goddamn Vault collection, man. He's going after the eBay sellers, bro. Which I don't know. Good on him, I guess, because yeah, some of those I'm like, I remember buying a couple of those. I think that's Cyborg Superman. I have two of them, dude. I had one that I unboxed, and I remember I just bought one extra because I was like, man, that's just sick. And that Wonder Woman, I have that Chase Wonder Woman, the one that's like a lighter blue, like a lighter yellow. Dude, last time I checked, that shit was like over $200. It's crazy. I'm like, man, some of his shit is just ridiculous, man. But he's cashing out. Fucking Uncle Todd, man, he is cashing the fuck out, man. He would. But yo, guys, let's get into the toy news, man, because yeah, I do gotta be up here for a little while, and I kind of just want to jump into like some more Motu, man. I was just kind of showing off my like Mattel series, but man, Hot Toys coming with this pretty awesome 1/6 edition, obviously. And like I said last week, when these were getting teased out, it's kind of good on studios to put other stuff out. It's like I hate to say it, man, but Marvel was cooked. Star Wars is cooked. We don't want to see that shit anymore, man. So like, it's pretty awesome that like Amazon is jumping on like this He-Man thing. And I think if they do it right, they're gonna be able to make at least 3 movies out of this. They introduced the Horde, they introduced the Snake Man. They have a lot of lore that they could kind of fill out movies with. Obviously, bringing it back to the toys. He's got different kind of armors, different kind of power ups. All the characters have different kind of suit ups and stuff. And yeah, and there's a wide range of characters that they can just bring into live action. And I don't know, that's just going off a movie that hasn't released yet, but I don't know, the look of it looks awesome. And I think people that collect Hot Toys would be kind of interested in picking this up and seeing and checking out the movie. And if they like it, maybe they add this to their collection, because I always do watch those Hot Toy review videos. I don't buy a lot of them, but like I feel like a channel like Justin's Collection, he gets down with them, man. He really kind of lets you know, like, oh yeah, this shit, compared to the old ones, or just adding it to his like museum of figures, it looks awesome, I don't know how these dudes do it. I guess they just don't buy like obviously a different amount of other stuff, but that Hot Toys collections always look sick to me, you know. And I would hate to just fill it with, you know, constant Iron Mans, constant Spider Mans, constant Stormtroopers, constant, you know, version twos of stuff. It's like I want more stuff, you know. But if there's nothing to make, there's nothing to make. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this has that ability to kind of stick around in the zeitgeist. I like to say for a while. You know, if they do it right. You know, a character like Neo from the Matrix. It's like, oh yeah, every time you see that character, you think of that movie. You know. So I am looking forward to it. I think the toys are great. Like I said, I just picked up the Mattel stuff, that Chronicles line. And yeah, I was kind of annoyed that I've been collecting the Masterverse stuff, and you know now they're doing a 6-inch line. But I feel like, you know what? I think they're gonna come out hot for that DC stuff, and even with the Motu, bringing it back to Motu, dude. These were getting published by DC Comics. You know, they had the mini comics and the toys, but the like Marvel had Transformers, DC had Masters of the Universe. So like I feel like the tie-ins for that are gonna be crazy. You know, they got like that Skeletor controlling Superman comic and stuff, that 2-pack that came out back in the day versus He-Man. Like they're gonna have some crazy shit like that, you know. So I think it's smart to kind of give people what they want. That 6-inch line is coming in hot from Mattel, and yeah, like I said, just bringing it back to the Hot Toys, it's obviously gonna have more detail than the Mattel joint. But like I said, look at the skirt piece on the Mattel joint versus this Hot Toys. Like, dude, these guys didn't really cheap out, man. Sorry, my finger looks all fucked up, my knuckle. But this shit looks nice, dude. Like it looks nice, man. Oh man, it's like, dude, you're checking out a dude's skirt piece on on the internet. But yeah, this shit looks good, man. You know, and it comes with a cool base. It's got the Castle Grayskull base. That's pretty awesome. That would make like a good popcorn bucket now, though, right? Every time I see these bases, I just think of popcorn buckets. Like, oh man, they get so creative with that shit. But it looks dope, man. It looks dope. And obviously, if you get the He-Man, you might want to get the Skeletor also. And even this, like I said, just leaning into that design of Skeletor, you know, that blue skin. And man, I hear you can't even tell it's fucking Leto under there, bro. Or just that voice acting is just done so well. He really engulfs himself into the character. But this 1/6 figure right here looks awesome, man. Just sitting them down like that, it looks so menacing, bro. And I heard even in the movie too, it still has like that like almost campiness of Skeletor. It's not like corny or anything, but there's some moments where it's like, oh yeah, it still has like that little bit of humor added to it, you know, in a great way. So man, like I said, I just like to see the good merch roll out when it comes to this stuff, you know. I feel like this is big for Mattel, you know, like obviously licensing it out to Hot Toys, then putting out their line. This is big, bro. This is like their premier line, you know, like this is their GI Joe, their fucking you know, Transformers and stuff. Like they have Masters of the Universe, Barbie, Hot Wheels. Like this is one of their like cornerstones in their entire company, you know. So yeah, I'm excited. And this one also with the Snake Mountain base, pretty dope popcorn bucket. Shit, man. And the light up eyes, that's something that obviously the Mattel stuff can't do. But even that, like they painted these figures so well. And I think, you know, obviously you got like a, you know, a knack for customizing figures, you could definitely elevate it a lot more too. I've seen a lot of people putting washes on it, and it definitely brings out all the sculpt, like on his abs and stuff. But yeah, man, Skelly Boy looking dope. And man, last week I also brought up this Jeff the Land Shark, and I was kind of asking, you know, what sizes is it gonna be? It'd be cool if it was a 1-to-1 scale one. So apparently it's like 4.3 inches, which I don't know. Maybe it kind of works for a 112. Maybe it might just be that much bigger, but I don't know. I was just kind of wondering what's the fascination with Jeff the Lion Shark. I get it. It's a pretty cool character, but like, what's the big deal with this rival shit, man? Because I've been seeing some fan art on Sue Storm, and then like, yo, somebody make that figure. Make the fan art ones, man, because the fan art ones, they know how to get it popping, bro. And I'll leave it at that. And yeah, man, let me know. This Jeff the Land Shark, I think it's like $85, and I think the deluxe one that comes with the coat, the mink coat, which you gotta get. I say if you are gonna splurge on something like this, I believe it's $105. So, you know, if you're in the market for a Jeff the Land Shark, there you go, man. It does kind of look funny, but it's just like a statue pretty much, you know, at this point. And I don't know. I think Marvel Legends kind of cooked these guys. These guys had to swap out I think the whole head, I think, and I forgot how they do it. Yeah, Marvel Legends did like the faceplate. Oh, these guys just did the tongue. So it's just that tongue piece. So I don't know, man. I don't know what looks better, but you know, you got your opportunity to get a one. I guess you could call it a 1/6 scale. And then also Supergirl and Crypto, man. And dude, in comparison to this movie, man, I am not even thinking about this movie, man. This is so off. It just feels so off, man. Like I saw the trailer and it's just like you hear about the memes, people talking shit like Star Lord, Supergirl, but it's just like, look at this shit, bro. Like, I mean, are they lying? I don't think so. Like, I don't fucking think so. I don't think they're lying. This shit does look Guardians of the Galaxy as fuck, you know? And it's like, I mean, those movies are good, but it's like, man. It's like, what's the deal with making these chicks not look so freaking good? Like, I mean, I don't want to goon out on Supergirl, but like, man, the girl isn't like an ugly person. And it's just like you just I don't know, man. You just don't portray him as good looking as they could be, man. I just don't get it. You know, you're a movie star, you know, like so I don't know. I think they do a disservice to their actors. You know, because even Lobo, you look at the fucking Jason Momoa Lobo, and it's just like it just looks like Jason Momoa with the fucking hair painted, bro, like with a wig, you know, and his face painted. It doesn't look like I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. It just like it just looks so oh man, it just looks bad, bro. So bad. Looks like a gay boncho. Shout out to my boy Rick. He would know that reference. Man, it just looks so bad. Like honestly, I'm just not looking forward to this movie. I'll watch it, but man, yeah, I even hear that, and you can even look at it in this photography. Like all the background is just like this piss fucking yellow. Like it just looks so disgusting, bro. It's like this brown piss color. Like, oh, it's so gross, dude. And it's just like, yeah, this isn't it's not pleasant to the eye, man. You know, like the chick looks horrendous, and then just the overall look to it, it's just got this like nasty piss filter. It's just so bad. Said, bro, Boncho, yeah, bro. Doesn't look like a gay Boncho. Oh man, dude, it just looks so fucking bad. Like, tell me this just doesn't look like a Jason Momoa goth play. Like, what the fuck is he doing, bro? Like, a goth Jason Momoa. That's what they thought Lobo was. Oh man, it's so fucking bad, so fucking bad, dude. So yeah, Hot Toys having to eat this one for Warner Brothers because James Gunn, my boy James Gunny. So yeah, I don't know. Be on the lookout. I'm not gonna say I won't watch the movie, but I'll just probably check it out on HBO Max, man. Because it's like, bro, fuck this shit, man. This is not a movie that's worth paying your good hard earned dollars to see. You know. So yeah, that's that. And then staying with the 1/6, man, this came out of fucking nowhere, and it just looked so fucking awesome across my feed. I was like, whoa. Mighty Morphin the Return. Like, man, this looks fucking sick, dude. And man, it just you want to talk nostalgia. This has got it, bro. This has got it in spades, man. Red Ranger, mm, probably the fucking goat when it comes to MMPR. I know a lot of people like to dick ride Tommy, but man, Jason with the Red Ranger costume, like, oh, that dude was just he was it, man. And everyone always wanted to be him until fucking the Green Ranger came out. So it's like, all right, cool. This guy was up for grabs, but leader of the Power Rangers, oh man, he just looks so sick. So seeing this, it's kind of a more, I guess, battle scarred, more aged up. Costumes, been, tweaked around a bit. It's got like this dope harness, this dope cloak. It's got some damage to the helmet. Like it just looks awesome, man. Like it just looks so sick. And I saw Dan Mora actually kind of posting, forgot to get the tweet from online, but yeah, he kind of posted about it, kind of saying how cool it was for 3-0 to kind of put his design out there in figure form. Like I think as an artist, it is kind of cool. I mean, you probably don't see any of those ends, after you deliver the art, but I think it is kind of cool at the end of the day. I would like if I designed this costume, I would buy this figure and just kind of have it in my, my studio or whatever. Like that shit would just be sick. It would just be, 3-0 putting it out there to buy. And I don't know, it just kind of bums me out that like, dude, Hasbro does not know what the fuck to do with Power Rangers. Like, man, put this out there. And just look at it side by side with like the clean costume. It just looks so like, I don't know, more gritty. It just looks more gritty and more badass. Like as perfect as those MMPR fucking suits were, man. It's like this just looks like it aged up perfectly. This aged like fine wine, baby. I gotta watch this, or I gotta see what's up with this comic series, The Return. But it's just like that's why AI is gonna come in like a fucking roaring thunder, bro. Because you can't stop it, man. You can input this into like an AI bot and be like, yo, give me like a more adult MMPR series, like, how would it be? And it would be able to do it instantly, bro. You don't have to rely on Hasbro to license something out, some stupid shit, And dude, 3-0 capitalizing, being able to put this figure out, it bums me out that Hasbro does not know what to do with that Lightning collection, that they had to shelve it for a while. Like, man, bring that back, dude, because these reveals from Hasbro these last few days or last few weeks have been bunk, man. Except for today's. We're gonna talk about today's. But man, I used to look forward to the Lightning collection reveals, as lame as they were some of the times. It was cool to see more Power Rangers out there, So now I guess just for the 1/6 fans, unless you're picking up the Playmates, it's cool that this exists. So I'll say that for sure. Thor in the house saying Gunn should have gone WWE Rhea Ripley or Liv Morgan to play Supergirl. That would have been awesome. That would have been something different, but I don't know, man. I think that girl can do plenty fine, but it's just like you'll see her like in interviews or like red carpets, and it's like, okay, dude, like some makeup wouldn't have done disservice to this chick. Like, come on, bro. Like, I hate to be like, talking shit like that because it's kind of rude, but it's just the facts, man. Like, watch that trailer, that last trailer that came out, I think today. Oh man, it's just it doesn't look good, man. It doesn't look good at all, and I hate to say it, because I was looking forward to that gun burst, man. I was looking forward to it. And I think the Corn Sweat Superman could still work, but they gotta take it out of the control of this guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. It was written by the Pink Ranger from the little research I did. Kimberly, Amy Jo Johnson, written by her. Interesting. Are we talking about the same Pink Ranger? Because Amy Jo Johnson is a freaking goddess, bro. Thoughts on Mom of War laughing? What? Hard Fast and Ugly saying sup. Oh my, Hard Fast, what's good, man? What's good with you? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I grew up with MMPR, and I think if you grew up during that time, it was a phenomenon, man. It was like every kid watched this shit, So to see it aged up so well did me good joy to see that. And dude, like I said, man, the Lighting collection reviews used to get me excited because I knew I couldn't look much forward to the Black Series stuff, man. Because this week, or last week, they got into some reveals, a live stream of themselves, and they got to capitalize on the Star Wars month. I think they lock up May pretty good. So I believe it was the 26th. They actually do celebrate Star Wars. It was that anniversary for that first movie, and I don't know. I guess it's lost its luster, man. I'll for sure say that. I won't ever say I won't ever say that Star Wars is dead, because I've said that plenty of times. But it's definitely lost a lot of luster, man, So that goes for everything. It goes for the toys. It's obviously going for the movies, but toys more than anything, I always felt like they could rely on. But it's hard, man. It's hard when it's not being sustained by something that's backing it, because it's just more of the same. The IG-11, I believe this is like his guard edition from that last season. He became like that like Palace guard or whatever. I don't know. Even this just looks so goofy and lame. It just doesn't look cool anymore. It's like, dude, IG-11, like, come on, man. How many IG-11s do we have already? Remnant Snow Trooper, it's just like a great Star Wars design, but like, how many of these do we have already? You just kind of play around with the plastic a little bit, maybe some shading on the paint a little bit to just put this figure back out there as a rebox to another movie. But it's just more of the same, new kind of droid, mercenary guard droid. I don't believe I ever saw this, but it's like I said, even this, it's like a bastardized version of what we wanted or what we already have. So I don't know. I guess for still Star Wars fans that are like true fans, I guess you could call them true fans. I've kind of thrown in the towel when it comes to Star Wars. I don't really look forward to anything Star Wars, you know. Like I haven't even checked out that Maul series, and it's like, oh shit, he fights Darth Vader, and it's like that's as good as AI to me now. You know, I could just put an AI video, get me going to watch that. It's like that's not the same, bro. It's like I said, it's lost, man. You know, we got Zeb, live action Zeb. That I don't know. From what I heard, he did pretty nice in the movie. He looked pretty cool, but I don't know. This might be worth getting, you know, until you realize it's in a bigger box, so it's gonna cost more money. It's like, okay. Even then, you know, when you want to buy something, you know, they want to fuck you. And then this guy Embo, from what I heard, was pretty badass, and I guess as a, you know, as a bounty hunter, it's like, okay, it's always kind of cool to add him, but tell me it doesn't look like fucking Cad Bane, bro. It's like kind of reminds me of that a little bit too much. So it's like I don't know. So for what it's worth, it's another alien, it's another bounty hunter, you know, but I don't know. Like I got the Black Chrysanthemum when he came out. I'm not gonna front. I did pick him up. I was like, cool. And not the comic book one either. That one that was just the repaint of the Chewie. I got that deluxe one. I was like, all right, they got me for this. That was a came from a series I didn't really find that great, but you know, this kind of it does have a cool design. It does have a cool enough design that you could even use for something outside of Star Wars, man. Ghost Tap saying most people doesn't follow the actress dumb stuff. Even if she was wearing makeup, people don't care for this character. This should have been years down the line, not the second movie in the DC verse. Notice how Disney has given out on the sequels. It's all original trilogy, nothing on the Rey movie. Yeah. Yeah, true, man. True that. It's like, um, yeah, I don't know. Like one of my coworkers went to go watch that shit, and he didn't even watch the Mando series, and I'm like, that's the dumbest shit. But I don't know. He said he liked it. He said from what he watched, he said he found enjoyment in that shit. I was like, oh, you probably would have dug the series. I mean, I did like season 1, season 2, man. But I don't know. It just overall, it's just gone so bad that I don't want anything to do with it, you know. Oh shit, Lobo in the house. Yeah, my boy Boncho. What's up, Boncho? What's good with you, man? Yeah, bro. I saw my Black Series collection. Kind of lost the fun of it. Yeah, I mean, I still have a few Star Wars figures, but a lot of them, I don't know, man. Anything, oh man, my boy Boncho. I scared the shit out of this guy, bro. Oh man, I thought of like the greatest prank ever, dude. I was like, yo, write me a message as like a fucking like an agent that has been reading our messages and kind of like telling this. I know you got scared as fuck, bro. I know you got scared as fuck. Oh man, dude, that shit got you scared, man. Hey, and I used your real name too, bro. Oh man, my boy Bonch. Um, oh man, I thought of that shit like in 5 minutes, dude. I was like, bro, live. Oh man. Ghost Tap saying, unfortunately, this cut is too deep for Star Wars. It'll take years to salvage the brand if it can even be saved. Yeah. And like Rick was saying, I still have a few Star Wars figures, man. There's still a few that I like, I still like, man. Like I like my Anakin, I like my Darth Vader, you know, like Rex. I still have a couple of clone troopers. That's how I'm gonna get that 501st SDCC exclusive, that fucking AT, what is it, the ATRT, I think. That 501st joint. So I do want to get that. I want to get two of those, man. And I kind of want to set up like a little cool little Anakin, you know, with fucking Rex just kind of running in between those shits, like just blasting. Like I do want to get that. So like though that type of stuff, I feel like they can't fuck with Star Wars, man. And then like, dude, check this out, man. I was on I think X, and fuck, I think somebody had posted like, yo, re-release that little Yoda that came in that 2-pack. Dude, that shit's going for like $200, and I bought two of those shits because I wanted to save on the shipping on Disney Plus, on the Disney store. I was like, man, this shit's like $80 to ship for free, and they were selling for $40 each. So I was like, man, I'll just buy two. I was like, what the fuck? Why is this shit going for $200? But that little Yoda is sick as fuck. Like that Black Series Clone Wars Yoda, like that shit is stuff that they can't ruin for me, you know. So I don't know. I do kind of decanonize in my own head. Like, all right, this to me is like the sacred shit to me. Like everything from episode one and into the original trilogy, like that's it. And I don't know, other stuff that I want to add here and there. Like I feel like the Mandalorian stuff was pretty cool, and then just after season two, it should have ended. We should have never really got to see what happens with Grogu and Luke. Maybe they do kind of rebuild the temple or whatever, but we should have never seen past that shit. I think that's where it should have properly ended. Maybe years down the line when they come up with a great story, it's like, oh, okay, this happened. Okay, like, damn, what happened in between that? Maybe they could have just jumped ahead after that, but it's like they just jumped into that Ray trilogy like it wasn't a thing. They didn't think it out. Like it just doesn't make sense. I would have spent like a good minute planning out like 5 years, 10 years ahead, Hard Fast saying, give me a cool looking Star Wars character and take my money. Well, here you go, man. We got Embo. Embo looks cool. Like I said, Embo looks cool. I think Zeb looks cool, but I did like that anime series joint, that Rebels joint. That one was cool. But like for a live action, I feel like if you add like a wash to this and kind of paint it up a bit, like it definitely can look a lot better. Then we got Grogu. This gay ass motherfucker Grogu. God damn it. Ah, shit, man. Another fucking Grogu. I like how they blast new reveal across this shit. Like, new reveal. Really, motherfuckers? This is a new reveal? No, it ain't. Bitch ass motherfuckers. Like, nah, man. But yeah, they gotta kind of play around with the same kind of character group, man. It's like they can't. Yeah, Ray. Oh fuck. Yeah, that Gree 2-pack. Exactly. Dude, I got an extra one that I was like, holy fuck, I threw that in the closet somewhere. I was like, I have an extra of that. Fuck, that shit came with the little chair. Oh, that shit was hard, man. I was like, damn, I gotta sell some stuff, bro. I got money sitting in my closet, bro. But yeah, dude, like I said, they gotta play around with the paint jobs on the same group of characters. So we got that animated movie, C3PO and R2D2 comes with some coins. So the droids joint. Not for me, like not for me, but I think the cards look nice. On the card backs, they look pretty cool. I think if you're like a really casual Star Wars fan, I think these would be freaking awesome. And then, not to just be left, leaving it to those two figures. We also got a Boba Fett and a Stormtrooper. So pretty cool too. Like I said, the card backs look cool. If you got the nostalgia for it, I feel like they do it well, like they got to dress it up somehow, repack these things. And like I said, man, the price of stuff is all going up, man. I was like surprised to see those Mattel figures at $27.99. I was like, damn, bro. I mean, they did come with a good amount of hands, like an extra set of hands, a little weapon, but it's like, dude, even the Marvel Legends, that freaking Daredevil was like $30 too. It's like, god damn, bro. So I don't know, man. To see, nice packaging is welcome, but I feel like they really got us over the barrel, bro, because this shit is crazy what people are paying, man. But I don't know what it is, man. It's that new plastic, bro. That new plastic crack. That nice package. That nice package. I'm doing Legends EU for Black Series now. Yeah, if they brought some of that stuff back, like that would be fucking cool as fuck, Like I feel like the way they do the Gamerverse stuff, they should have done all that extended shit, man. Like they shouldn't have deleted that. But Black Series should find a way to be like, oh, how do we get like designs to these characters in these books, and just put like a series of these figures out. Like, oh man, that shit would sell like crazy. New reveal: Grogu with a dinner plate on his chest. Oh man, for real. Like for real, bro. It's like I hate to say it, man, but they just killed Grogu's character, bro. Like it's just I love the little guy. Now I just man, he's cringe now. Obi-Wan in the house saying, oh, what's up? One more. I know I shouldn't enter a new rabbit hole, but I just picked up this cheap set of Star Wars Macquarie 3/3/4 figures. They're weird looking, just caught my attention and scratched an itch. Hey, that's not bad. Like I said, it still has its stuff that I think you could still find like cool in, like that's the thing. The shit's gotta be cool, man. If it loses its cool, it's like, nah, bro, I can't do it, man, And then yeah, that was the Star Wars reveals pretty much. Like I said, it was just me bashing them. Like I said, they didn't really have too much exciting stuff going on. So hopefully at SDCC we see more cool stuff. And then today, out of nowhere, from Marvel Legends, we got a fucking Doc Samson coming with it, a deluxe box. And right away, man, I saw people pointing that out. That yeah, as cool as this figure looks, and it does look pretty cool. It looks fun as fuck. You definitely set it up with your Hulk and stuff, and I don't know. This definitely caught like a lot of attention just because of this costume that my dude has. It stands out in action figure form. It just looks like action figure crack, bro. I'll call it right now. But man, for sure that box, dude. This is definitely gonna cost more than a regular Marvel Legends, and it looks like a regular Marvel Legend. Like there's nothing about this that definitely stands out like for deluxe price tag, but I think it's gonna sell pretty good. It just something new, man, new character that I can't remember the last time they did this joint, but I don't know. Like I said, it's definitely gonna get sell really well. I know I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna see if I can get a sale on it, but I'll definitely pick it up. Ghost Tab saying last Star Wars I got was the Jar Jar Black Series a friend gave me. He said this is the gayest shit I've seen, so it's now your birthday gift. That's a pretty memorable gift. Oh man, XWE haven't gotten a Doc Samson in years. Yeah, I know. And like I said, it just it stands out so much because of his look. He's got like the green hair and shit. It's like I'm Mike Samson. My strength is in my hair. That green hair that he's got, it's sick. You definitely set up a cool fucking Hulk shot. But I think I'm only gonna use the head sculpt that's not on the figure. That one that has like the smiling like little Jay Leno chin. I'm not really digging that one too much. But at least they gave you the two close fists. That for sure. But I don't know. I guess you could have added more hands to this joint, bro. You know what I mean? Like they could have done something crazier, or maybe they could have got like a full-on punching, fucking open mouth, fucking head sculpt. With the hair more wind sweat, looks more action oriented. But I don't know. They probably could have used something like that other Thor windswept hair. And then this one, I believe, is from the Sentry figure, right? It kind of looks like a similar hair sculpt and stuff, but yeah, this just kind of came out of nowhere from In Demand Toys. They kind of floated this around online. I don't know if it was a leak or official release or if it was some kind of news outlet posting this up, but probably more info coming up soon, man. Like I said, they got to start heating it up for the freaking SDCC reveals, man. It's like, dude, they've not really shown off too much cool stuff that got me excited. I did see Dan Yoon post on his X though, like he posted that whole first run of MVC Marvel Legends, that whole wave, and he kind of just tweeted out more question mark, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll take more of that shit because I'm not with that rival stuff, man. I'm not really picking those up, so I would be looking forward to more Marvel versus Capcom oriented figures. That shit would be hot. Rick saying it's literal Luke Cage repainting some hands too. Yeah, right. It's like they cheap out, but like to say it's not cool. And to see how minimal, how little they actually have to do to get it to sell. It is kind of a bitch, but motherfuckers are gonna talk shit about it for sure. That's for damn sure. But to say motherfuckers aren't gonna buy it, that'd be a damn lie. Ghost out saying Mass Common Rider, Agitu Mass Rider, Agitu Grand 4. Fuck you, fucking Ghost Tab. Is he still dropping his pickups? And like I said, man, Marvel Legends probably gonna have some more reveals at SDCC, but Yojo June kicked off today with a month-long series of reveals, man. So we're gonna get some obviously today, next week, the week after, and the week after that. So pretty cool. And I guess beforehand they had to put out a disclaimer, kind of giving us a rundown on the state of things at Hasbro with GI Joe. I guess with all the people that are leaving the company and stuff, they have to kind of shuffle people around, obviously. And I guess the new guy that's kind of taking over, the new marketing guy, BMAC. Shout out to BMAC, dude. That dude held it down, bro. That dude was doing his thing today, man. Yeah, he kind of put it out on his Instagram, I guess, just kind of saying like, yo, there's not going to be a HasLab this year. Kind of just wanted to focus on the reveals going on every week and stuff, kind of revolve around the pre-orders and they're excited for the stuff that they got in store, man. They're excited to debut a new design person for the line. And obviously this is like I was just saying about Mattel Masters of the Universe, man. This is Hasbro. This is one of Hasbro's like blue chip companies or blue chip toy lines. I mean, like GI Joe, it's always going to be there for them, man. And I think classified, you could probably ask people every year like what the best line that they enjoy collecting the most. And a lot of people are going to say classified series, man. It is a pretty fun line overall. It's really diverse in what they offer, man. They give you vehicles, they give you 2-packs, deluxe figures, like exclusives. They give you HasLabs. Like they do a lot for that line, man. So a lot of people were kind of wondering if it's, you know, good times ahead or, you know, the shit's gonna start hitting the fan. And my dude B-Mac was like, yo, Joe, guys, slow it down. I got this shit. I got this shit, bro. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, kind of co-hosting it with Dan Larson. They didn't even need fucking Dan Larson, bro, during the stream, bro, because the guy was holding it down so well. But ahead of that, they were already kind of putting out their SDCC reveals. And man, this is where they kind of lose me, man, because I don't know, man. I enjoy buying some of the classified stuff that I'm buying now, just kind of because it looks kind of like modern Joes and stuff. You know, obviously kind of more in the 6-inch scale. It just looks like, you know, it looks like a premier army figure line, you know, and it is. GI Joe is, you know, but since I didn't grow up with like the cartoon or like any of the stuff going on during the time of the 80s, I'm just kind of lost when I see this shit because to me, it's just it just looks hella goofy, man. It's like I don't know where I would fit this in my collection, you know. You know, for toys, I guess, you know, and stuff like that. But if I really have no nostalgia to it, this is the pass, and I think you could say that for a lot of people. If you have no nostalgia to this is an easy pass. So I don't know, man. This is where I gotta wonder, like, man, do they really got cool shit in store for us at SDCC, or is it gonna be a lot of this corny shit? Because this Fatal Fluffies 2-pack, I guess you could call it. I don't know, man. For me, it's just something that I didn't grow up with. I don't get, and I don't know. I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, because like I always like to say, if I pass on this stuff, I'm just saving money. But I don't know. It's kind of risky, you know. I kind of said that about the Marvel Legends exclusives last week. I was like, man, if you really have no nostalgia or no attachment to these cartoons or something like that, it's like, yeah, you're kind of just going off a meme factor and nostalgia. It's like, I don't know, man, because as a figure, this shit just looks too, I don't know. It kind of looks like a cool Power Ranger villain, you know, just kind of glazing Power Rangers earlier, but I don't know, man. The figure wise, it kind of looks like hell, honestly. Like that kneecap, that knee joint, it's just like floating off of the leg. Like that shit looks like somebody cut open his fucking knee, bro. It just looks like a fucking figure that's just cheap as hell, honestly, like cheap as fuck. So I don't know anybody that's gonna pay more than $30 for this fucking thing. You know, size wise, it might be a taller figure, but like I said, I don't know what the fuck this thing is, man. You know, I guess it's an army builder too. I mean, beats me. I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. It looks like a fucking Jewish god, honestly. It looks like Jew people's god, bro. Honestly, that's my boy Boncho. But this is kind of crazy that Hasbro's putting this shit out, bro. I'm into right. I got Figuarts common writer Agito. Shots on my man, Go Sav. It's the new marketing person replacing that Karen, yes, that made fans tell their pronouns out loud in the convention. If so, W for Hasbro. Yes, bro, exactly. My boy B-Mac, he wasn't coming with that shit, bro. He was like, yo, man, this is what we got in store. Like, I'm working hard. We're working hard. This shit is cool. You guys are gonna like it, and pretty much it, man. Like, that's all you gotta do, bro. You gotta, you know, get crazy with people or anything like that, or talk shit to the fans. The guy knows what the fuck he's doing. You know, he's there to sell the toys and show them off. And like who the fuck can't do that? I don't know why they would get Dan Larson. If I was B-Mac, I would feel some type of way, dog. Like, if my marketing superior came up to me and said, "Yo, we're gonna get Dan Larson to do the stream with you." Wait, what? Who the fuck is Dan Larson? Like, bro, we're doing this shit, homie. We're doing this, not them. It's like, slow the fuck down. I didn't ask for Dan Larson, bro. The Fatal Fluffy just got his liberal arts degree. Yeah. If he is a Jewish god, then does that gun shoot the famous Goy beam? I mean, dude, you tell me, bro. Is this shit looks kind of subliminal, bro? Like, not knowing shit about this shit, dude. Looking shit up, and it's like this. This looks very. I'm not talking shit, bro. Like, I'm not trying to talk shit, but it's like, dog, this looks very. It looks like something, bro. Like something that's like a subliminal message, like a subliminal imagery, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you gotta look at shit like that, bro. When they say that you're living through a fucking like a program and shit, it's like, hey, why is this image popping up right here? This looks kind of crazy, bro. Why now? You know what I'm saying? They are the Epstein guards. Yeah, kind of look like it, right? Like, dude, doesn't this shit look hella creepy? Up and down on this shit is fucking wild, bro. Like, dead ass. I'm being dead ass serious with this shit. When I saw this shit, I said, whoa, this live stream's about to get shut down. Dude, the symbolism here is fucking insane. Like, look at this shit, dog. Whips and all, dude. Like, nah, bro. I'm not fucking with this shit, dog. Like, that's for sure. I'm easily passing, you know. So fatal fluffies, yeah, they can miss me. They can miss me with this shit. And I guess it was a cereal. I don't know, man. You guys tell me, man, if you grew up with this. Um, I'm just baffled because it'll be like these boomer cats will be like, oh, Dragon Ball Z is so fucking gay. Oh, that fucking shit was fucking gay, man. What the fuck? And the guy's always just yelling and shit. That shit was fucking gay. And then they'll be all about this shit. It's like, what the fuck? No. But that's just me. um, so yeah, that's just what I thought about this thing. So for me, it's not gonna be something I go down and want to pick up. And then they come out with this 2-pack of Shipwreck and Cadet. Fuck, I freaking forgot this chick's fucking name. God damn it, man. Dude, I gotta hit on my boy Boncho after this shit. I scared the fucking shit out of him real quick. Oh man. Yeah, it's a Shipwreck and Cadet. Oh, don't tell me they don't have this shit posted on their Instagram, bro. Fuck me, man. Anyway, another, I guess, just episode, being turned into a 2-pack. I guess it was a particular arc that revolved around Shipwreck and this this seductive Cobra officer right here. No, you didn't. Yes, bro, I got you. I scared the shit out of this guy. Oh man, but yeah, this is another 2-pack. Like I said, you gotta have the particular nostalgia for this shit, man. And it's like to make a whole exclusive out of an episode or a couple of episodes. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if that's bad or good. For me, I guess it's good. Like I said, I just save the money, man. I'm not like the biggest. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Joe fan. Um, just before my time. Not trying to talk shit. It's just before my time. But yeah, it's just something I can easily pass on, and it kind of just trips me out because last week I said that about the Marvel Legends. I said I'm passing on all of this shit, man. So passing here also. These were kind of revealed prior to the stream, so wasn't something that I was looking forward to being talked about. But like I said, the other exclusive going along with that Fatal Fluffies fucking Jewish God 2-pack. And yeah, be able to catch these at SDCC or on Hasbro Pulse when they become available, man. But let's get into the stuff getting revealed at the live stream. We got these Cobra versus G.I. Joe versus 2-pack. We got like this Snake Eyes, kind of looks like Resolute Snake Eyes. Not really. I guess he was just from like a particular, I don't know, comic strip or sticker or something. And then we got this Black Ops fucking Viper, like stealth Viper with this stealth trouble bubble. And Snake Eyes comes with like it's not a ferret anymore. I think they changed the name to something, but kind of just a ferret in Joe colors. It looks pretty dope. I wish they would reissue that ferret, man, because I did miss out on that. And I believe those are like originally Cobra vehicles, right? So I guess it kind of switched up the paint jobs a bit, you know. They do look cool. They do look like good army builders, but fucking hell, this shit was $100, 109 on BBTS. I was like, fuck that shit. This is a Ross 2-pack all fucking day, bro. This shit's gonna be at Ross Con. You better fucking believe it. You know, you better fucking believe this is gonna be at RossCon. So there's definitely gonna be some people scalping the shit for the low on Mercari or something. So I'll probably try to pick up a set there. I would want two just because it's like you got to get two of the trovables. You got to get some shit flanking shit, you know. And then two of those Joe four wheelers would be awesome, man. Omar works for Mossad. He's pushing the blue star agenda. God damn it. What up, Ty? What's good with you, man? Yeah, so the 2-pack's pretty cool. And then coming to Target, prior to these reveals this week, this was a render reveal only. So we got to see the Ninja Force Scarlet along with old cat guy over here. I forgot his name. But yeah, they kind of just had like more photography for it and just kind of letting us know they were gonna go exclusive to Target. And I don't really want the cat dude, but the Scarlet looks cool, man. The head sculpt, updated head sculpt on that, better than that fucking god awful retro one. I kind of want to get that figure, man. Like I like her Ninja Force look. It just has that 90s fucking neon and shit. It looks good, man. And then the mask, that Oni mask that goes with it too, is that's just fucking awesome, bro. So I'll probably have to pick that up. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with the cat dude, but you know, looks good for custom fodder. I guess you could just kind of sneak him into your Joe shelf somewhere. It's not gonna kill your whole display. Just might make it look hella gay. And then we got Deep Six, Malcolm Deep Six, Willoughby. And yeah, man, this is another figure a lot of people were waiting for just because it's got a more distinct design, obviously. Definitely a figure it's going to be more of a deluxe price point, but I guess when you take into account all the tooling and stuff, you know, they're not really going to get much reuse out of this thing. I mean, they could probably tweak it around, repaint it, but yeah, it's definitely got a more distinct design. This head sculpt swap right here with like the fucking drowned skull fucking head, that looks pretty intense, bro. Like that, the fact that they added that is pretty wild, you know. So it's definitely a figure that's going to get a lot of toy photography done of it because of that. Not just this head sculpt, but the figure itself looks pretty good, man. It looks pretty awesome. It's got that GI Joe flair on it, you know, with the paint job across the back. That looks cool. And then yeah, the toy photography with underwater shots always gets really fucking creative, man. So looks pretty fucking cool, you know, to put this out. But like I said, it's probably going to cost you more deluxe price point. I believe it's going to be in that $40 price point area. But hey, man, from the excitement going on in the stream, people are happy to pay it, you know. It's like they want that new shit, bro. They want that new stuff. And man, when they want the new stuff, they want the banned stuff as well, man, because the stuff that we're never allowed to get, you know, it's always the stuff we want. Cobra Commander in dress uniform and throne, aka the KKK Cobra Commander, the Grand Wizard Cobra Commander. Oh, I'm just kidding, man. But yeah, guys, the hooded Cobra Commander finally coming to the classified line. And man, could it have been done any better? I don't know, man. You saw the thumbnail. Thumbnail looks fucking dope because of this figure, man. This figure just looks so fucking cool. And dude, I guess it was a leak going around that this was gonna come out eventually. And yeah, it has based. You know, eventually this was gonna come out. You know, I think Hasbro's got like a list of figures that are like definitely not so easy to put out. I think Slave Leia is like definitely one that a lot of people would want. Obviously, the gun transforming Megatron is another one that would be awesome to put out. I think it's time to put these types of figures out, man. You know, it's like Hasbro can only win by doing it. I feel like all that fucking getting canceled shit is done with, bro. People get roasted now for trying to cancel people. It's just ridiculous. It's a ridiculous practice, and it should have never been a thing. But I think Hasbro can rest easy, man. And even then, I feel like they still got creative enough with this where in the packaging and in the promo, it's just like, yeah, he's got a hood, but he's got like a crown over it. And I think they pulled it off so seamless that it even got people to kind of rage out. People were like, oh, well, they put a fucking crown on it. That's not a hooded Cobra Commander. It's like, nah, man, the shit comes off. The toy photography came out today, all the promotional images and stuff. So you got to see the full flex of it. And dude, the figure itself is just centerpiece. You know, you could easily just been happy with the figure, but the actual throne behind it, it looks fucking awesome, bro. It looks off the fucking hook, man. And I feel like this is how you take classified into the next wave of things. You got to raise the stakes, man. You got to put this beautiful fucking throne, beautiful hooded Cobra Commander sit on it. We recently saw the Iron Grenadiers Destro, how off the chain that looks. That looks fucking sick. So it's like, man, these guys are taking these characters seriously, bro. They want to see this line continue. And like I said, they just got to make these guys look more badass. And how can you not? How can you not put this head, basically a head sculpt? It's not even like the whole figure was banned. Just this head sculpt they thought was gonna get such a bad reaction, but man, started selling like crazy across different retailers today. I know on BBTS the pre-orders were locked to 2 per customer. On Hasbro Pulse, they kind of sold out through their opening pre-order window. So yeah, definitely going to be a figure that's going to get purchased heavily. So I say if you even the slightest interested in this, I would just probably lock it up a lot sooner than later. They did kind of mention that they're anticipating high sales on this, so there's going to be a multiple runs, so it's going to have that initial sellout mark, and then eventually kind of get a reissue. So I think they are also listening to fans. I think they are also kind of seeing McFarlane capitalize on reissues. It's like, dude, people want the shit. They don't want to pay you big prices. Why don't you guys just reissue stuff, get some money? They did it with their Marvel Legends line. They've done it with other ways of repacking some of the Star Wars figures. So they can do stuff anytime they fucking want. So I think it's smart to put this out. Like I said, they can only win from this. They can reuse it for a spacesuit. Oh yeah, that Deep Six. Yeah, they'll definitely get use out of that for sure. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking that far ahead, but yeah, for sure, you're right, Ty. And then Ty's also saying Hasbro better make hate monger. Marvel had him get his ass beat by gay Captain America last year. Yeah, they can do that. They can do all that stuff, man. But I feel like this is like a marquee character for them, and it's one that people have always wanted. There's multiple customs online. Obviously, I think there's even like a big bad workshop figure coming out soon that's got like a fucking blue hooded head sculpt on like a suited body. So obviously kind of fit a classified head. So the customs are out there, but to get official release, I think finally it's like, all right, we could just lay this shit to rest. It's like, all right, give it a rest already. We got this shit, man. So pretty cool, man. I definitely pre-ordered my set. Probably getting 2. I ain't gonna lie, man. So this shit, sometimes I'll just get 2 and not even think about it. And then next thing I know, I saw this shit going for like $200 or something. And it's like, what the fuck? I'll sell that shit all day. Because yeah, I think this is gonna be one that, yeah, even though it's getting heavily produced, I feel like it's gonna sell really well. I think a lot of people would be buying 2 of this shit because even the packaging looks fucking off the hook. It looks awesome. 221. BBTS first pre-order sold out. Yeah, that's where I locked mine up. I was like, man, the good old BBTS. I was like, yo, the tried and true. But you'll definitely see windows opening up for this shit, man. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. For sure, every G.I. Joe fan wants him, even the crybabies. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely people that were like, well, it's understandable that they don't put this figure out. Like, man, shut up. It's not. It's a freaking toy. And like I said, man, get a slave Leia out there, bro. Like, dude, get a slave Leia out there. Get a fucking gun Megatron. Like, we need these toys that they are. And like I said, even the box just looks cool. The art, man, it's like, damn, dude. So I feel like they did it justice, man. I said, even that dude, B-Max said, he's like, yo, I did want to make sure that when we put this figure out, it's gonna be what people wanted. It's not gonna just be some rinky-dink release. I think they thought about it well, and like I said, they add the throne, they add the crown, and it's like it doesn't really look it's like you would have to really stretch your imagination to call this some kind of fucking KKK or some shit. It's like, what the fuck? So it's like, yeah, what were they tripping about? But man, um, you know, it's I guess it's understandable when you see some of the craziness going on online with people, man. So Cobra woke now. Yeah, bro. Nah, this shit is like it's just like I said, it's understandable for a company to want to anticipate shit, but I think just thinking the absolute worst, to the detriment of making money is just stupid. If we're offended by a hood, then we're screwed when World War III starts. Oh yeah, we're screwed regardless, man. we're fucking screwed regardless. And I just see like just the decay in society, bro. We're already done. We're cooked, bro. It's like we're cooked, man. Wait, what? White variant unlocked? Yeah, dude. Right? And it's just like, man, if you really think that there's like that many racist dudes like collecting toys, don't you think you would have seen like a whole timeline feed of like KKK figures and all this shit? I don't know. Maybe I'm just not seeing that shit coming across my feed, but I don't see that shit. Like, you know, I know Valibris is gonna do their World War II line. He's not gonna put like the Nazi symbol on this shit. That's understandable. Hey man, if it's his line and he can do whatever the fuck he wants with it at the end of the day, but there might be some boundaries out there that's like, yeah, you don't want to kind of even get close to that, you know, because the misunderstandings out there could be from a perspective of a fucking moron, you know. So it's like, yeah, I get it, man. But I feel like this is like it's definitely steered way far away from any kind of shit like that. And then more of the reveals during their stream, they got into some action, man. And man, excuse me if I don't know my action man, bro, but I guess it's like another line that Hasbro owns, some UK shit. And I don't know, man. It looks like that classified series like Flare, so I think it's gonna sell well just for that. I think it's kind of cool to kind of give us a little glimpse into what they might be planning. You know, they might be running out of certain Joe ideas, so to kind of not exhaust themselves all the time with just GI Joe and kind of look into their archives of what they own. It's like, okay, yeah, we could kind of bring this into this universe or this kind of 6-inch universe, I want to say, into their action figure line. I feel like look at Mattel. Mattel is an entirely different company, and they decided to make a scale similar to Hasbro. So Hasbro owning all this stuff, it's like if we just make everything 6-inch that we own, it's like we're gonna monopolize the market, bro. Like, you got the Batman 6-inch stuff coming out soon. It's like, man, they're gonna get crazy, and I think they are gonna get that Power Ranger shit back, man, because they own too much not to be doing shit. Is Max Steel Action Man? I don't know. It kind of reminded me of Max Steel, right? And it's like I feel like they could, if they own it. I don't think they own Max Steel, do they? Fuck, man. But if they do, like, man, it's crazy. I wonder who owns Ben 10. Like, if some company gets around to making Ben 10 stuff, like in more modern shit. I know we just saw that third party forearms, dude, but another company gets to making shit, it's gonna be good for them because, like I said, you get tired of just buying the same old shit. You want to buy newer stuff. Hard, fast, and ugly saying Cobra Hood existed before KKK. The truth is out there. Yeah, it's like, man, this is an action figure at the end of the day. Omar, when that D1 Rage Z Boy is coming out? I have no fucking idea. The little dragon head dude, but his homie, I don't know, man. That came out on 5K Toys a while ago, but I don't think the thing I don't like about 5K Toys is after the pre-order is done, they'll like take away the posting, so you can't even tell. Boncho saying that's the Church of Scientology GI Joe special. Oh man, that's a fake church, bro. I'll have you know. I think it was the rival to Mattel, Max Steel. Hasbro made Action Man. Okay. Because yeah, from what I understood, this is like a UK thing, but it looks like a Max Steel kind of copy and stuff, or maybe vice versa. But like I said, to just an action GI Joe action figure collector, like a classified collector, this looks like it'll slot in there, and yeah, maybe kind of build out an entire new shelf of like Action Man stuff, because it looks like you kind of incorporate into the classified line so well. Like, it's got the goggles and shit. It looks pretty dope. It's like tricked the fuck out, and then they were revealing some more figures, some render reveals. So we got Grand Slam with this fucking I believe it's a HAL, so it might be like a heavy artillery launcher or some shit. I don't know, but it looks pretty badass. Like those wheels look fucking crazy, and yeah, the figure kind of not really next to this thing. You can't really tell how big it is, but that thing looks fucking huge as fuck, bro. So pause. But yeah, I believe Grand Slam is one of the original 13 characters too. So yeah, sliding into that shelf pretty nicely. And I think they only got, I know they just put out Zav. This is Grand Slam. I think they got like 2 or 3 more to kind of round that out. And then we're gonna get another Vamp and Clutch, this time in a more desert fucking paint job. And yo, this shit looks pretty sick too, man. This shit looks awesome. And right away, and this is what I like about BMAC, dude. This guy, he's not a fucking moron. he understands people have been asking for a reissue on that vamp, the original one. He was like, I know before the messages even like get crazy. He's like, and I know you guys want the green one. Green one's coming back out, guys. Just we wanted to put this out. We can't use some of the tooling parts while we're making new shit. You know, we had the stinger after the vamp, then now we had this coming out, but it's like chill, 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 chill. Getting ahead of the game, like understanding, bro. These motherfuckers are rabid. They don't give a fuck about this shit. They want the stuff they want. And he had the answers right a fucking way, because that's what I was thinking. I was listening to that shit on my car, on my ride home, and I was like, man, I don't want this shit. Where's the green one? And then this motherfucker's like talking about it. I was like, oh shit. It's like he heard me fucking ranting in my car. Like that's understanding your customer base, man. Cause yeah, I passed up on that vamp stupidly, and now I want it. Cause yeah, like I said, you're rounding out that OG 13. You got Grand Slam here, and then Clutch. I believe he was one of them as well. So yeah, pretty cool to get this Desert Tan one. Also, it's just, you know, I think they were kind of even talking about that, how that's going to be like a little theme that they got coming up. So it's going to be more like Desert Stormtrooper shit or Desert Storm shit. Like it's gonna be more of that, you know. So pretty cool. And then more like name reveals. I think this was their 60th anniversary figure. So you know how they do those police cops and the firefighters and stuff. They did have this the 60th anniversary Avalanche fucking rescue guy. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't really picked up too many of those 60th anniversaries just because they're priced up a little more. I think the one that's out right now is the fucking the one that's like a special ops or some shit, some fucking green berets. Those look dope, but man, at $40, I'm not with it, man. So we got the Legacy Avalanche Response trooper. So you can kind of add that with your fucking your snow dudes. And then we got the Dusty and Sandstorm. So we got his like pet coyote and shit. So I believe they did 2 Dusties already. They did one in the regular classified, and they did one with a Tiger Force, I believe. So now you're gonna get what the original one came with was like a fucking coyote and shit, where I believe they did like a reuse of the fucking timber, but I think they're gonna sculpt out something new because the coyote is definitely smarter than the wolf. So pretty cool, man. Pretty cool, like set of reveals. I think they you know, they showed out for just like a week 1 of fucking you know, Yojo June. I saw some people kind of bitching about, you know, the leaks being out and kind of killing some of the excitement. It's like, dude, you can't stop leaks, bro. There's always moles trying to put news out there, you know, go viral. And it's like the shit works. Even as like a marketing trick, it's like, dude, you get everybody to talk about this shit. Like, oh shit, we got a fucking Cobra Commander on a fucking throne with a hood. Like, holy fuck, everyone was talking about this shit. It's like everyone is talking about this shit today, yesterday. Like, this shit's gonna be the talk of the town, bro. So, you know, it's always smart to just put it out there as best you can. And if the league kind of happens to do the job, then fuck it. Gotta just run with it, man. It's like no publicity is bad publicity, or bad publicity. I forgot the saying, but you get what I'm saying. Cobra Commander wants to destroy humanity, but apparently if he focuses in only on group, then he is worse. Man, I think I read that wrong. Fucking Ghost Tab. Oh damn, but I don't know. I don't even remember how much this shit costs. I just locked this shit up. Was this shit like $60? So yeah, they're gonna get me with that. And yeah, like I said, man, he was quick to answer my question about the whole thing. I was like, bro, I want a reissue on that green vamp, man. And yeah, when I heard that fool say that shit, I was like, oh hell yeah, dude, they're getting my money for sure. Like that's how I win, man. It's like, yeah, fuck paying eBay prices for shit. It's like, nah, bro, you gotta reissue the stuff when people need it. And you know, as a company, you know when shit's going like crazy in the aftermarket. It's like, oh fuck, we could just reissue this shit and capitalize, but for whatever reason, they don't want to do that some of the time. So that kind of sucks ass. Hard fast saying any publicity is good publicity. Yep, just spell the name right. Yeah, exactly. That's the same. And it's true. It's fucking true, man. But yo, staying with G.I. Joe, we jump into the Hyatt Toys doing their 118th bat figure. And man, for what it's worth, I feel like the Hyatt Toy stuff is fun. Like I've always said in the past, I haven't gone in for them myself just because, man, just everything's got to be that 6 inch or close to it, you know. And I don't know, these kind of being more 118 scale, it's like I wish I collected more of this scale, man. And it's like I've said it even in the past too. If I could just instantly change all my stuff to 118th, I would. Like that would be a fucking hella fun to just continue on this path. Probably wouldn't get as much stuff, obviously, but I think the stuff that you do get is pretty cool. Like the Joy Toy TMNT stuff looks fun as fuck. And this high GI Joe is scratching the itch for the Joe fans. Like I said, it's just easier to collect. I just wish these prices for these 118 figures were a lot friendlier. If these were like $15, like forget about it, bro. They would instantly sell out all the time. And I think these do sell well still. But imagine like a $15 Joe line that's like this scale, insanely fun that would be. I'm surprised I haven't seen any vehicles from these guys though, man. I think if it was Joy Toy though, I think we would have seen plenty of vehicles by now, like a 118th his tank, all this crazy stuff. But I guess these guys are just kind of trying to see how deep they can go with the actual individual figures. But overall, it's like a pretty fun looking line. So yeah. And I don't know, they didn't really kind of play around with the design of this bat so much. I mean, just because the bat is just so sick already looking, it's like you don't want to tweak this shit. You're gonna make it look fucking horrendous. So I think they were pretty wise to kind of stay pretty in line with it. And then from Big Bad Workshop, the BBTS toy line, we got the Agents of Omega Joe Fest exclusive. About the fucking Agent X from the Secret of Serpent Temple. So I guess we got this re-release of this dude now with a different head sculpt. And yeah, I remember this figure coming out not too long ago, and I don't know, I guess it just kind of came and went. Not a lot of people talked about it too much. It's not for me. Like I said, I'm kind of sticking to the Joe stuff that's being put out by Hasbro, but I feel like this Big Bad Workshop stuff is just like add-ons for your Hasbro stuff, and I guess that's not a bad thing, but I don't know. I just kind of fill out a fucking toy show of more stuff. It's like I don't really need it. Yeah, the snake looks like ass. Yeah, it does, and it's pretty static from what I understand. So you don't get any kind of articulation, and I think you only stick your like leg in that shit, so it's like kind of wrapping around his leg. And then yeah, they just kind of give you another extra head sculpt that I think is reused from their Invisible Man. I don't know. I don't fucking know. So yeah, I'll be on the lookout at Joe Fest. And then happening at DFW this past weekend was a Valorverse event. And my boy Bobby Valor was cooking, man. He did have a live stream on his channel. I was able to catch some of the replay, but I wasn't unfortunately able to get any of the slides. And I don't believe he's posted it up on any of his socials or anything like that. So I would have hoped to have those slides kind of ready for the show. But he did post up this Rocketeer, part of his 1944 Action Force line. And yeah, I guess it's a story that he kind of came up with and brought it up to the license holders of the Rocketeer. And they were with it, man. They were like, yo, that sounds kind of fun. Sounds pretty cool. Obviously, I'm pretty sure he kind of gave him some insight in Valorverse and stuff, and the stuff he's doing with Action Force, the quality of the figure is going to be. So yeah, this is actually pretty cool, man. I guess he just kind of came up with an idea that, yeah, what if he got drafted in 1944, part of the Greatest Generation, and yeah, Howard Hughes kind of made him like another suit, another fucking jetpack, and yeah, he was part of World War II. So that's kind of fun that he's kind of able to do this, and I thought that was dope as fuck. So probably gonna be one that I lock up, and I am looking forward to that 1944 line. I don't know how deep I go in that. I did pick up that World War II Wolverine that I thought was awesome, but I don't know, maybe I get a couple of these to kind of flank out my Captain America, my Wolverine and stuff. My Hydra Stomper, I kind of got those next to my Hydra Stomper also with a Deadpool. And yeah, I don't know, just something fun like that. But other than that, I can't really see myself going too deep in like to a 1944 World War II line, even though it is some of the more iconic stuff, man. But this right here is just gonna stand out like action figure crack because it's just got like that toyetic factor. Obviously, one of the best designs ever for like a character is the Rocketeer. So yeah, to see kind of Bobby's interpretation of it, all right. It's cool. It's awesome. This is not ripping off like shit either. This is not like what these guys do some of the times. Like, this is actually hitting up the license holder, coming with your idea. If they didn't like it, he's not going to be an asshole and still make it on some third party shit. It's going to be like, okay, I'll take my fucking idea and go come up with something else and not use the Rocketeer. But it was cool to be able to do this. And yeah, I think in a part of the Valiverse line, it's like it's gonna have that quality. So let's see what's up with this, man. I'm picking this up for sure, for damn sure. And like I said, check out his live stream because he did have all the reveals there. He was cooking, man. From what I saw, I was like, hey, there's a lot of cool shit that he's got coming out. There's some stuff that he talked about from past events that said are kind of on the brakes right now because or he had to pump the brakes on the stuff because I guess, I don't know, the cost of stuff is kind of going up. So he's like, it's not really feasible to put this out at that cost. So he's just got to kind of shelve stuff. And then he had like a couple of Steel Brigades kind of coming out, more Steel Brigades, dude, more reissues from that Night Ops, Big Bad Toy Store exclusive one. And then, yeah, a couple weapons packs that he usually does. Like I said, I wish I would have been able to get some of the slides. I wasn't able to come across anything on Instagram. I kind of checked a little bit of his Facebook today, but I don't know. I wasn't able to get any of that stuff. I say he works on that, bro, because it's like I said, man, you got Hasbro capitalizing off of fucking leaks. You got official reveals. I know it's cool for the people at the DFW show to get the, obviously, premier looks at the stuff, but after a day or two, like, you should put that on your socials like you did with this Action Force stuff. Just like the render reveals, like you're gonna get people talking about it, man. It's only good for your company, because you got whole channels dedicating like hours of fucking YouTube streams to like toy news, like I'm doing this shit tonight. Like, people like to talk about toys, new toys at that, so I think the best way to do that is to put it out there for the people to talk about. So hopefully you get to see some of that, because like I said, in his live stream, he had a Splinter Cell figure coming out. I don't have any images to that shit, but we do have images to this fig strip from CCS Toys, official release from collaboration with, or not collaboration, but through Ubisoft. You got the Blacklist Sam Fisher, and man, I didn't bring this toy up a couple weeks back because I already had missed that live stream, and man, they kind of put out some more photography this week, so I was like, yo, this is my opportunity to talk about it. Giving Mr. Lee a quick look at it. I think it's always a service to everyone when he gets a first look at stuff, because he makes it shine, baby. He makes it shine so well. And this figure looks phenomenal, man. This thing looks awesome. With these promotional images coming out this week, I was like, yo, this thing just looks like, you got to lock up the pre-order quick. Even if you're not like the hugest Splinter Cell fan, it just looks like a fucking badass, like stealth ops fucking op, it looks awesome, so for sure, I figured that I didn't want to miss. I think they put out a post saying this thing's closing in 10 days, so I can imagine online retailers kind of get a window to kind of cut it off. So yeah, we'll probably be seeing this thing coming out later this year, since they already kind of gave Mr. Lee a quick look at it. I don't think they could tweak too much more on it. From what I understood, they look like they're pretty happy with this product, and I don't know, it's a good way to kind of put them on the map more. I have heard of CCS Toys, but I believe they do like some Evangelions and forgot this other anime. But this thing looks off the hook, man. Like, for reals, it's just got that dope ass, like I said, stealth ops look to it, where you could even army build it, kind of have the fucking the covered up head sculpt, maybe a lot of the times, maybe one unmasked or whatever. Yeah, this is one that for sure you're not going to want to miss. Even like the case, the weapons case just looks so cool, where that in itself would cost, as an accessory pack to some other company, like that would cost some money. So I think this thing has got all the bells and whistles to be a solid release just out the gates, so lock it up. I lock mine up on 5K Toys. It's even like on BBTS. So as an official release, like I said, I think they want to kind of come out and impress. So I think this thing's going to be a hot one. Everyone, boy Boncho saying fire. Yeah, I think that was gonna be pretty high. B Rivera in the house. What up, man? What's good with you, B? Yeah. So I'll lock this up. And like I said, Bobby Ballard had one coming out soon, but man, I just wasn't able to get slides to that, man. And then also on 5K Toys, they're teasing out more of the Shokan Studios, not Chun-Li, Quinn Lee. Now in the red, more like pink outfit, and I think a lot of people just want the OG colorway, the player one. But that figure is hot, man. That thing was like on one of my top 10 figures of the year last year slots. And yeah, it's sick, man. So I'll be happy or keen to get one. I missed out on those blank bodies. I hope they do a reissue on those, man, because I've been seeing you can kind of customize a like a Chun-Li figure on that. Like I think that would be a smart play if they kind of put out more of those bodies, because those things are good for custom fodder. And then speaking of Street Fighter, more of these Jada pre-orders kind of rounding out that roster. I believe this is the last figure, not including a potential SDCC exclusive. Zangief, the Red Tornado, baby. This shit looks pretty sick, man. It's good to see Jada kind of hitting that finish line. It's like, what a goated line, bro. What a fun line, you know. I still got to give them their props. Like, I know I was ball looking the Storm Arena stuff, but you know, the Jada stuff's still hot, man. That Balrog, that last figure that I got from them was just, that shit was fucking money, bro. That shit was money. So yeah, I am excited to see them kind of round this out and see where they move on to next, man. I feel like they got a couple of lines on pause. I can't remember the last thing I pre-ordered besides that Proto Man and a few of the Street Fighter figures, but man, we got to see that Invincible line come out. Can't wait for that. And you know, we got some third-party companies already showing off Invincible figures, so you know, you don't want to be late to lunch, man. You want to go and eat your own lunch, guys. So hopefully we see those pre-orders soon. But yeah, this Zangief. I do have the Storm Collectibles one, and I was like, I don't know. I remember when I saw the Jada shit, like, probably I'm not gonna need this, but yeah, that Zangief, that Storm one is too big, and maybe I just put that like in a Marvel versus Capcom show, because you know, maybe kind of fighting my Marvel Select Hulk, because they are kind of bigger figures. So yeah, I'll probably just move that away and probably just put this with the rest of the Street Fighter, because I would hate to not really kind of round out this line. Like I said, it's a line that put a lot of people's fucking a lot of companies fucking on the right path. I don't think we would have Storm Arena without these Jada figures. That's obvious to say. It's like that's obvious to say. It's like we would just not have them, you know. And like I said, even for these being not as import quality, they still hit the poses you need them to get. Like his special move right here is just so sick. The poses on this photography, they sell the figures, you know, because they have that exact movement in the games. So pretty awesome. You're able to kind of do everything you need to do, and pretty impressive too. Like I said, this is a bigger body for a company that, you know, took maybe about a year and a half, 2 years to kind of put them all out. How long has it been? It's been about 2.5 years, right? Maybe 2 years, maybe more. I can't even remember, but it's good to see that they rounded it out, man. It's awesome. So yeah, here's to seeing what they do next. And just look at that ab crunch, man. Look at all that movement you get in the abs. Like that whole lower torso is gone. So yeah, I'll be seeing that, man. So yeah, I did lock this up. I believe it went up for pre-order today, right? So yeah, I was able to lock my shit up for this just to make sure I get it. And then yeah, move on to the next thing, because Storm Arena is putting out their repaints and stuff. I knew they would. I knew we would see plenty of repaints from them, but I don't know. Are they putting out too many now? And then giving us certain head sculpts with other figures. I hate that. I wish we would have got these with the player one, Dan. You know, it just kind of annoys me, because I don't think you could just head swap this. I think so. There's like that yellow is on his like hair knot or whatever. So I don't know, man. And then the Charlie, I know you could definitely head swap these. So I guess that's a good enough reason to buy these player twos. You know, it's like you get that DLC head sculpts with it. That's so fucking annoying, but it's pretty smart for Storm Arena to do that. It's like, man, just do head pack accessories. Like, come on, man. Because then some of the skin tones are different. Certain shit is different on the figure, so it's not like you could just easily swap all the time, you know. And then you got the cigar. This cigar looks sick too, man. It's like, yeah, you can even use the effects, the hands. So yeah, I guess it's not the end of the world to buy player twos. I did get the player two, or not the player two Ken and Ryu, but I got the dark Gi Ryu and the white Gi Ken. So I did get those. And then from 52 Toys, looks like we got some Final Fight. We got my boy Guy and Saddam. And yeah, man, I don't know what's up with this 52 Toys stuff, but you know, you could definitely put these guys on like a Street Fighter display. I think Storm Arena is probably gonna do this Saddam, right? Or Saddam. I think, isn't he in that game? I definitely seen this character before. And Guy, Oh man, guy's such a fucking good guy. This guy, what a guy, man. Yeah, you could definitely kind of put these in your Street Fighter displays, your Capcom displays and stuff. I know these guys come out in these games as well. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how hot these guys are doing with this 52 Toys line. I know we recently saw a Captain Commando from them, but I think I'm just gonna wait around for something Jade or something Storm Marina. I feel like these guys are coming out pretty cool with this, but something about them just looks hella fucking cheap. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're good quality. Maybe they're better quality than the Storm Marina stuff, but I'll probably wait to see more reviews before anything. Then this Black Myth Wukong, we got this fucking gray wolf, dude. I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce his name, man. But yeah, more of these Black Myth Wukong characters. Definitely on some Chinese shit. And man, dude, talk about great accessories, man. This fucking flame staff thing, it just looks so fucking sick, man. Like, talk about bringing this shit to life. Like, this shit looks awesome, bro. And yeah, more than anything, the overall presentation of these companies, they just look so premium. Everything from the photography to the actual quality of the figure, the soft goods, the sculpt, the paint. These definitely look like they're higher class figures for sure, man. But I don't know, man. As something just random, it definitely looks cool enough to buy. But if it is just completely random, it's like I don't know. It's got a lot of a hill to climb, because you don't have nostalgia attached to it, obviously, and the price tags are higher, man. So for me, a lot of times, kind of what's dictating my purchases recently. I'm like, you know what? I could buy this thing, or I could buy like three of these other figures. Like, I think I'm gonna buy three of these other figures. They're obviously gonna be cheaper, but I don't know. I probably have enjoyment, more so than this thing. Not to say this thing doesn't look crazy cool, but to me, it's just like it's just random as fuck at the end of the day. But they do look awesome. I don't want to just front on them. They do look awesome. So say they're not worth the price for the people that are buying them, like that just be fronting. But like I said, it's just picking and choosing what you're into, man, or what you want to purchase and stuff. So I haven't gone down this Black Myth Wukong route yet, but all the figures in the line so far look pretty dope. Even that stone monkey that I didn't think was gonna look as cool because it just looked more drab. But yeah, I've seen some people posing the fuck out of that shit, and it's pretty awesome, man. And it's something maybe you could slide into a TMNT shot, man, because MEZCO coming with the Mirage set. We got the all red bandana turtles. And I think since we saw that first set go up for pre-order, I think this was a thing we all understood was going to happen one day. I kind of thought it would be an SDCC exclusive or an NYCC exclusive, and I think the hype would have just taken this thing into the stratosphere. Like, I know it, everyone fucking knows it. The scalpers would have definitely taken this shit into the stratosphere. But pretty thankful that it's not an SDCC exclusive or NYCC exclusive, because it looks pretty cool, man. It's just got that classic look to them, especially for the people that didn't buy that first set. I think it's a good opportunity to get them. And Rick brings up the no soft goods as well. I don't think so. I don't think they would, because the soft goods had like that jacket and stuff. I just don't think they would look good with the red bandanas. They would just look too weird. Like, they would just look too fucking weird, and like I said, as a just standalone set, even if you didn't get that first one or that second one, it's like more cartoons. I think it still hits it, man. I think you could still get that full MEZCO TMNT taste. It's just like, all right, yeah, this is what they offer with the set. You're still gonna enjoy the great articulation that they did for these figures. I think it's awesome. I think it's dope as fuck. So I don't know, man. I hate to spend all that money on another TMNT set, but I gotta get it, bro. I gotta fucking get it. And a cool way to reveal the Foot Clan. So pretty cool tease right here. We got to take a look at upcoming release from them. Obviously gonna be an army builder pack, maybe a 2-pack. It'd be crazy if they did a 4-pack of them. Like, that would be fucking crazy. Like, another 4-pack, $350. Like, let's do it. Why not? All kinds of weapons. Like, that would be like, everyone would buy that 4-pack. Like, who wouldn't, right? Especially if you got the Shredder coming up. Like, that's just gonna be sick. If you were able to pick up the Casey, they did do a second run on the Casey, kind of more tweaked around. I can't wait for that Shredder. That thing is gonna be selling out crazy. You know it, I know it, everyone fucking knows it. The Splinter also looks dope as fuck. Can't wait for that one. And like I said, this Splinter goes with both sets. It goes with both sets. I don't think it goes with that cartoon set so much, but Like both sets look like they go with that shredder. I think these red bandanas look like they go with the shredder a lot better than the other one, than the other set, honestly. Like when you just look at the all red bandanas, it's like fuck. I know it's not like what we're accustomed to a lot of the times, but like this shot right here just looks so much more badass. And I think if they had the color bandanas, I think it would just ruin it. Like it just looks that good. So I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I do know I'm getting it though. Yo, Hustle, what's up, man? Sub Omar, sub chat. What's good with it, Hustle? Hope everyone that wants it, Hooded Cobra Commander got one. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I definitely locked one up. Bro, I locked up two because I feel like it's worth getting two. But yeah, this set definitely buying one overall. Two MEZCO sets. I was in 3 for 3 because I did pass up on that second one, but this one, like I said, everyone knew this was eventually going to come out. Includes soft goods ninja gear. So I guess they had to clarify. It was just the belt and stuff, like the leather belt. But like I said, I think those soft goods would have not looked good with the red bandanas. I think the Raph one, obviously, but he's always got a red bandana. But like that Mikey soft goods would not have looked good with his head sculpt. They would have looked weird. So yeah, I think they knew that. I think they understood that, you know. And then shit, man, prices for everything are just going fucking ballistic, man. Insane, dude. So yeah, you get what you get. Obviously, you get their standard weapons and stuff, and pretty cool, you know, assortment of hands, obviously. And the different paint jobs on all of them, like that's always got to be a thing for TMNT. If I don't see them different shade of green, I just think that's crazy. Like that's barbaric. So yeah, they always got to be that distinct shade of green for each turtle. And then yeah, like I said, just a regular good old fashioned MEZCO set, man. Nothing really crazy stood out here other than this reveal for the foot. But yeah, other than that, I can't wait to see what they have in store at STCC, man. I think they're gonna have some of the more exciting reveals because the Hasbro shit to me has been kind of a flop. It's been a flop fest, so I'm not really looking the most forward to what Hasbro's got in store. So we gotta wait and see, man. But yeah, they're getting me for this shit for damn sure. And speaking of ninjas, we got this Mystic Land, part of the Ladu Toys Mystic Land line. We got this Tanya Ninja version. So you got this Tiger Girl, fucking ninja the fuck out this time. And I have picked up a few of these figures. I actually picked up her version 1, and man, I don't think I even unboxed that shit, but this one looks cool, man. This one also looks cool. I think, like I said, you can kind of play around with some TMNT shots. You know, you can get creative all the time with your anthropomorphic stuff. I think this looks cool enough. You know, it's like, all right, something different, something for the furries, you know. Like I said, it's still cool. We still got that waifu aesthetic, bro. I hate to say it, man. You know, and then shit, you could probably even play around with your Muppet figures because world premiere, man, debut of Muppet, the Christmas Carol, Kermit the Frog figure coming directly from Toy Collector's cover, man. So we got a reveal coming to this magazine, and it's always cool that NECA, even Super 7, any company that gives these guys like a reveal, I always think it's cool, man. These guys are going pretty strong with this magazine lines, issue number 24. So it's already been 2 years, I believe, since this started for them. And yeah, they were on a GDL last week, kind of talking about this cover. And automatically, the guy also knew that, like, yo, a lot of people are gonna wonder where the fuck was just a regular plain old Kermit line. Like, why is NECA doing this shit? So yeah, NECA kind of giving these guys like obviously the premiere, the debut of the figure. They got to also give them a fucking understanding of why they're gonna do the Christmas Carol. And I guess just the explanation was that, you know, this tooling is already going to be done in time for Christmas. So if they would have done the Kermit figure first, then this Christmas figure wouldn't have arrived till like spring next year. So I think they were just kind of like, yo, we can still put this Christmas figure out. People are still gonna buy this one, obviously. Double dip with that V1, that regular Kermit. They're not gonna give you that explanation, but that also works in their favor, you know. But it is a good thought process to anticipate this coming out before Christmas, because it's like, I always think that's insane when the companies don't plan it out that way. It's like, you're releasing a Santa Claus figure in February. Are you a moron? Like, why didn't you just put this out 2 months earlier? You know, or get this shit done 2 months earlier, get it on the boat 2 months fucking earlier. God damn it. It's just you got to get those logistics right when it comes to this shit. So I think they're pretty smart. They're on top of the game right there. And then last month, Boss Fight Studio had this Conan and Elephant in the Tower 2 pack. So this was on the cover last year for Toy Collector magazine. And like I said, it's always cool that companies give these guys like, reveals and stuff. And yeah, this is the only image we had. So we got the full solicitations this week. And I gotta say, it's a pretty interesting looking Conan, man. It's kind of got more of like a comic look to it. That elephant fucking Ro Kasha, I forget his name. Looks pretty cool too. It looks like a cool figure, man. Like that elephant head sculpt, like on a more humanoid body. Doesn't look like it would work, but it works. It works pretty dope on this huge body. I think that paint also. I just gotta wonder how the actual figures look because, as far as I can tell, these look like full on renders and stuff. So it's really hard to kind of get a real clear look at what you're getting. I hate to kind of compare it to Super 7, but it kind of reminds me of that. It looks cool. I think it looks cool. They hit it with that Conan pose right here on the left, that issue number 1 Conan from Marvel. So that looks cool. I don't know. I gotta see when this set comes out because it looks pretty fun. I hate to just say Falado looks like shit. So you get a 8.5 inch elephant dude and a 6.4 inch Conan. Like that's a pretty good size. I think this could fit pretty good into like maybe even a Marvel Legends show. Maybe you have this as your Marvel Legends Conan. You could probably customize it a little bit more, maybe fill out some of the paint job on it. But if it comes out looking as good as this, which it doesn't look the greatest, but it doesn't look terrible, it's like okay, I could see it selling well. Um, so we'll see what's up with this, man. And then something that's not really my speed too much. We got this Heroes 3. Fuck me if I don't know this shit, man. Yeah, I don't know the exact name of this game, but I guess it's like a fucking online game or some shit, some kind of phone game or something. Yeah, we got like an Archangel Michael and like an Arch Demon. I don't know. I feel like this good detail, interesting looking figures, but it's like what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, man? It's like, god damn it. I don't know. Like it doesn't look bad. Like, I don't know, but I feel like this is just a little bit too realistic for me. Like, I just want to play with toys. It's like, what the fuck is this? This looks like some fucking biblical ass fucking shit. I don't know. I feel like that's just not my thing. Like, I don't know. I'll just leave that for the Bible stories and stuff. But I don't know. Like I said, to say it looks like shit or anything like that, I wouldn't say that. But it's just definitely not something that it's like my cup of tea for sure. But it's an interesting take on making figures. You can't, like I always say, you can't just make the same shit over and over and over. You could get different kinds of lines out there. So yeah, coming from Fusion Fantasy, I believe is the studio making this shit. So you got the Archangel Michael, and I don't believe they call him Michael, but he's an archangel, and Arch Demon. And like I said, this is just something that I just will not fucking I just won't want in my house. I don't know. I remember, yeah, this is like just some shit. Like my mom would have seen this shit as a kid. If I was a kid, like, well, why the fuck you have this shit in the house? Get this shit the fuck out of my house. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that kind of stuck with me also. And I'm not even like the most religious person as myself, but like this just to me is just like, what the fuck are we doing, guys? Like, god damn it. It's just something about it. It's like how, because it's not cartoony. It's like it's not like really comic book either. It looks kind of too realistic. I don't like this shit, bro. I don't like this shit at all. I don't like the imagery of it. You know what I mean? Like the fuck, like what the fuck? You know what I mean? But that's just me. That's just my take. It will watch you. Wash your hands. What the fuck? I might get these moments out there. Yeah. See, like I said, I don't know. They look cool like for that, but for me, it's just like I said, it's not my speed. Featuring reminds me of the Court of Death. Yeah, I don't know, maybe if the head sculpts were different, like if they had like a more comic or stylized look, I think I would find more intrigue in them. But to me, they just like look. I don't know. I want my figures to look realistic, but I don't know. Maybe if this was like attached like a movie or some shit, but like nah, bro. The angel looks a lot better than D13 Biblical Adventure Angels. Yeah, those D13 figures look like fucking Four Horsemen slop. But those Stone Angels look pretty cool. Like some of those figures look cool, but I don't know. I wasn't with that whole shit, man. Like I said, that's just not my cup of tea. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like no, there's certain stuff that I'm just like, I don't know. It's got to look a little stylized for me to want to have it, But I don't know. Maybe in person, I might change my mind. And then coming from Sexy Ass, we got a tease from there. It looks like a more aquatic centric figure. So I don't know. Might be pretty cool, man. Might be more expensive shit coming around the corner. Like I said, I barely got these the Strike Force Anaconda team, but I don't know, man. Like I said about that fucking Beetle dude, it's like, oh shit, this shit costs like $140. Like, man, did I really need to cop this shit? I don't know. So I usually kind of stay away from like water based characters, but just looking at like this crazy design thing, it's like, man, this shit just looks so alien and futuristic. It's like, even if it's not water, it's like you could just definitely have it for something else. And then this little leak is kind of floating around online. I saw that my homie Achilleon was posting this shit, so definitely get some like fucking Baron Bands or some shit, cooked up with this or something. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, probably gonna see more info on this in the next coming weeks because they like to slowly trickle out the teasers and stuff. So we'll see that from them. And then from I believe this is LPZZ Hush or NR Hush. I forgot. What's one of these companies? I think it's the LPZZ one. Yeah, we got these images floating around. Yeah, this Hush figure looks pretty fucking awesome. Hush Batman, I mean. Yeah, it looks like a Mafex color to me. So I don't know. I did see these images floating around, so it might be interesting what exactly these accessories are that they come with. But the head sculpts to me are just winning, bro. These things look awesome. So, yeah, I gotta wait to see more info on that. And then, keeping it with DC, this thing looks fucking insanely fucking cool, bro. Like I said, man, all Revoltech has to do, Amazing Yamaguchi has to do, dude, is like just these like easy paint jobs with these figures that they already fucking have. This Black Flash, man, I don't even have the other Flash figure like the regular Flash, but damn, I'm like regretting not picking that up because this shit just looks so cool to have this shit next to it. It's like, man, this shit just looks awesome. I know Mattel's gonna get this license soon, but I don't think they're gonna make anything as badass as this thing looks coming out the gates, bro. Because this thing is coming out the gates, man. Like this shit looks crazy. It just looks like I said, it's got that amazing Yamaguchi attitude to it. Like I said, when you post some of these figures, you don't gotta do anything and they look fucking cool. It's like they have that fucking just attitude about them, just like vanilla pose, So and then obviously the dynamic action that they allow when you do pose them and shit is just it look crazy, man. Mix that with gray sculpt that this thing has, like this shit looks sick, bro. A few of the effects. Yeah, she looks badass, bro. Black Flash. This shit looks awesome. I'm not really too up on game with Black Flash and all that shit. Like a lot of the Flash villains, I don't know. I don't really read too many Flash comics. I read a lot of his stuff, like when he's like with Justice League and all that shit. But like his villains obviously are just kind of like almost like doppelgangers of him. But I don't know. They all have like their cool little distinct backstories also and shit. But this just for action figure, this shit just looks sick, bro. Like goddamn. I know they did a reissue on that Flash and that Reverse Flash soon. I wonder if those things are all sold out. Because I might have time to go in and get that Flash real quick. But this shit would look sick as fuck next to that shit, man. Like just posed up somewhere. Like this pose right here where they're just running and shit. Like that shit just looks sick, bro. Like I like that shit. I always like a good running pose, Like it just you can hit that shit with certain figures, like where it just looks like the motherfucking figure is running for real. Yeah, this shit looks crazy, man. So it definitely caught my attention this week. I think it went in for pre-order a couple days ago. And then from Venus Toys, we got this not Bruce Wayne, Keaton Batman and shit. Man, this shit, dude. Keaton's never been my favorite Bruce Wayne, but he does have such an iconic look for like a Bruce Wayne. And just his facial features to this actor, bro. Michael Keaton has like a really distinct face, and it's like, yeah, this shit would definitely look cool, like in a Batman display. It's like just like a Bruce Wayne, like in this fucking cocktail suit and shit. Like this shit looks cool, man. So, it doesn't really have to do much, but stand there with his hands in his pocket and shit, maybe holding the glass of fucking champagne or whatever. Like that would look cool. But yeah, it would definitely look cool like in the display. You know, you have your like 89 Batman, your Batman Returns, your Catwoman, your Joker, all that, like, you know, your Batmobile. Like I've seen just displays that look like shrines like that. Um Sometimes I always think about doing displays like that, like just kind of centering around particular character. But man, sometimes space just doesn't allow that shit, bro. Like I just throw my shit like kind of mix and match how I just little fun little ways and stuff. But I do see some cool displays sometimes that are just like, oh, this shit just looks all Batman centered. And Batman just obviously has so many figures out there that you could do that, you know. I think I need like a whole ass shelf for all the Batman shit that I have, and I don't even have like the most either. But it's just it takes up a lot of collection space in everybody's collection room. So I think like a proper Bruce Wayne and stuff, you know, soft goods, little action. I think that would look pretty cool. And then staying with that 80s shit, we get Fist of the North Star, Kenshiro. What the fuck is this motherfucker's name again? Kenshiro. And yo, I think we recently saw Maestro Union kind of showing off their, I don't know if it was like a cover of manga or some particular version of him, but my dude looked like a fucking rhinestone cowboy, man. That shit was like all kinds of gems on that motherfucker. It looked kind of weird, man. So yeah, this shit looks pretty classic. This time from Bandai. So I think this is probably the one to get if you are in for some Fist of the North Star. I think this thing looks like it's gonna move pretty good. I know they're doing really good with like that JoJo's Bizarre line and stuff. Just because of like more lanky characters and stuff. It's like, damn, how the fuck they pull this shit off? But yeah, they're able to kind of do it really well, man. So I think these guys, when it comes to like these like mangas and stuff, I think Bandai is always going to be obviously the premier line, man. You know, you don't gotta, you know, risk kind of getting some kind of third party shit. I don't know if that Maestro Union is official release, but you know, it's a smaller company, and I don't know. I think the only thing the Bandai's got to be on top of is like their QC and shit. Like their loose joints and shit. I find it mind boggling sometimes when they got loose shit. Like my Vegeta, that new Vegeta that came out. Maybe I got a shitty copy. My shit was kind of loose, the angles and stuff. I was like, God damn it! Like, what the fuck is this shit loose out the box? Like, what the fuck? So I hate it when the Bandai shit feels cheap, man. You know. And that figure was cheap. It was like $40, but it's like, man, it's still $40, bro. It's like, come on, man. I got that Fist of the North Star 124 scale coming from Dig Action. Oh shit, I didn't even know they made that scale, but I don't know. This one looks pretty good. Like I said, and it's obviously going to look better in like a display full of like SH figure arts. It's just going to be in that proper scale and shit, you know, mixed in with the rest of that stuff. So I don't know. He is an more iconic character. So I think it'll sell well. Man, speaking of JoJo's Bizarre World, we got fucking what's this chick's fucking name? I'm not even gonna front, bro. I don't fucking JoJo, man. It's just something about this anime or whatever. It just I don't know, dude. I know it's like I've said in the past, it kind of looks hella fruity, but even this chick, she kind of looks, I hate to say it, kind of dudeish. So it's like I don't fucking know, man. Something about it. I fucking hate it. What's this chick's name? Jolene Cujo. And I've seen her plenty of times, so I can imagine she's a popular character, but man, I just don't JoJo's, man. So I don't fucking know, bro. But like I said, since I've seen her plenty of times, like across my feed, whether it's like artwork or something else, even those other figures from who the fuck makes them, like Dine Action or some shit. I forget the name of that company. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know these figures are selling really well. I think they even announced like a reissue on like one of their like recent releases. So they're selling really well. I've seen people talk about how good they are. So I don't know. I think Bandai is showing this line some love because they've been putting up the characters pretty well. I have noticed that. I have noticed that they've shown off a good amount of characters and stuff. They all kind of have like similar facial features though, so I kind of always I'm getting them mixed up. But like even this chick looks like some of the dudes and shit because those dudes look hella feminine and shit, man. They all look zesty as fuck. So you know, I gotta just pause on that. And then also from SH Figure Arts, we got the Doma from Demon Slayer. So this dude was fucking hella fucking annoying the few times that I saw him in that. Haven't seen those recent or that recent movie. I haven't watched that Infinity Castle movie yet, so I'm not really up on game with whether this motherfucker dies or not. But I think it would be kind of cool to get these like upper moon demons and shit, like the upper six and shit. I know they did the Akaza recently, and that figure looked cool because he has like a cool fighting design to his like character design. So the figure itself is gonna be fun like that. This figure looks like hell, bro. Like those pants look like a fucking transformer, dude. Like this shit looks kind of whack, and I don't know. I can't imagine this figure is gonna be $30 or $40. This shit's probably gonna be like a cool 80. So I guess to fill out a good Demon Slayer display, I don't know. I think I would just be cool with like the Hashiras and obviously like the cast of characters you're introduced with, like Tanjiro and them. But I don't know, maybe a few of the upper rank demons and shit, those would be cool. But this dude just, I don't know, he doesn't have a cool enough design to be a fun figure for me. At least I'll say that. And then gotta close it out with some Dragon Ball Z, baby. We got this fucking Gohan, all new 2.0 version. Like, dude, this shit looks fucking sick, bro. This shit looks clean, man. And bro, they're always showing love to Dragon Ball Z, man. I think it's dope as fuck that they're gonna give us this opening fucking like display. I guess this figure comes with like a little diorama piece. You're gonna be able to attach, I don't know, I guess 3 of them or 4 of them together, maybe more. And then you're gonna be able to get that opening fucking intro pose and shit. I gotta get these shit. I gotta get these motherfuckers. I got a few of these figures already. Like I got the Piccolo. I don't have the TN. I don't have a Yamcha. That Trunks with the jacket off now. Gonna have to go in for that. Vegeta, I have the Krillin. I have that new Goku. I gotta get that shit. This new Gohan. I'm getting this shit. Man, come on, guys. That I just want to put this on my display on my shelf somewhere and just be done with Dragon Ball Z after this. I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy to end it right after this, bro. Dragon, Pop Dragon Ball. Oh man. Don't let me play that intro, bro. Oh man, that shit was goated. But yeah, man, all new body on this little Gohan figure. It's my goat right here, bro. It's the homie right here, man. So my boy Gohan. He was such a little bitch right here, and he's always been a little bitch. But yeah, figure looks great, man. So definitely going in for these upgraded bodies and stuff. But like I was just saying about that Vegeta, man, they gotta lock up that QC, man. They gotta tighten that shit up because that shit ain't it, bro. That's just not fucking hidden, man. But yeah, that's it, guys. That is all the action figure 20s I have for the Eden. Thanks for joining me, man. Had to keep it to 2 hours, bro. I was like, fuck, man. Got work tomorrow. And like I said, I pushed the stream off till today because we had that G.I. Joe reveals. It's like, god damn it, man. Some of that shit's not even that exciting. It's like I could have just held off on that shit till later on, but that's it, guys, man. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode. And yeah, if you guys catch the replay or whatever, appreciate it all the same as well, man. And then be on here not this Saturday, man. Go watch that Motu movie, man. I can't wait for that shit, bro. Get those figures, guys. Those figures look awesome. But yeah, probably be on. I don't think they have enough shit to be on for Sunday, but maybe sometime next week. Maybe I'll go on live again next Wednesday. If not, probably the following Saturday after that, man. Because yeah, like I said, I do have fun coming up here and talking shit and stuff. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And then yo, what's up, Enders? Got more people hopping in. Shit, sorry, Enders, coming in at the wrong time, bro. Great show. Thanks, Ty. Yeah, so check that out. Check out for Zeta Girl's Death Dealer Horse on Eamon O'Donohue. Oh yeah, I did have a slide kind of on my phone for that, but I was like, man, I'll see that when it like a more full reveal comes out. But yeah, they're cooking up their own horse, man. I think I'm happy with the Harvard Studio Savage Crucible stuff. What they're gonna do with that Fish Toys horse, because I'm digging those Fish Toys horses already. So I'm like, I don't want to kind of get an experimental one, But yo, the Frazetta Girl stuff is awesome. I love that Conan. That Conan is actually in one of my middle displays right here because that shit just looks so good. The sculpt of that, it looks great. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, guys. The next episode, which would be episode number 84, and then the closer we get to SECC, man, hopefully the more stuff we get to see. Because so far I don't know. It looks like I'm gonna be saving some money this con season because I'm not getting any of that Marvel Legends, and I won't be getting those GI Joe ones. So They're getting me for that Cobra Commander throne though, so there is that. But yeah, we'll see. I'm sure they got a lot of cool stuff in store. I know McFarlane has been kind of quiet. He's just been kind of doing the reissues and stuff. So yeah, hopefully we got cool stuff from them, NECA, MEZCO. So yeah, we'll be on here to talk about it, guys. But until the next time, you guys keep collecting, keep buying those stuff, and I will see you guys, man. Peace out.